Hey, it's Maximo. In this video, we'll be reviewing a Japanese Ryokan. We're staying at Unazukionsen, and this is a review of the Yamanoha Ryokan. We've got half board in a Japanese style room, so please join us for this video review. Hey, it's Maximo and welcome to Maximo's Travels. In this video, I'll be doing a review of the Unazukionsen Yamanoha Hotel. This is a 3-star hotel that's located just a very short walk from Unazukionsen Station. It's also a traditional Japanese inn. It's quite large. It has a number of different rooms, both traditional Japanese and Western style. We had booked a smaller Japanese style room, but was upgraded to a Japanese and Western style larger room on arrival. It cost $360 per night, which may seem a little bit expensive, but it was a half board, so breakfast and dinner was included in the price. I booked it via the Qantas Hotels site, primarily because I had a $50 Qantas Hotels voucher that I wanted to use, and it reduced the price of this stay somewhat. The hotel is fantastically located right on the edge of the Kurobe Gorge and the Kurobe River. Although we didn't get that stunning view from our hotel, we had a view of the car park. The view from the common areas are breathtaking. The common areas of the hotel are quite extensive. This includes the lobby area and a downstairs bar with a water fountain and tea and coffee making facilities. The lounge with massage chairs, and a little bit further on a bar area, or offering spectacular views of the Kurobe River Gorge below. So this is a bar area down below, and from what I could determine, it wasn't actually staffed, although you could help yourself to a tea and coffee and help yourself to either a sake or a beer from one of the many vending machines scattered throughout the hotel complex. The lobby area even included a shop that was open in the morning and for a couple of hours in the late afternoon, and you could get snacks and souvenirs and a number of different uniquely Japanese items. The hotel was quite busy when we were there, and there always seemed to be a queue of at least 1 or 2 people at the reception desk. We were actually staying in the annex, and as you're about to see, it was a fair trek from reception to the annex building and up the elevator to our room. And here's a couple of vending machines that dispense soft drinks as well as sake and different beers. So we made the long trek up to our hotel, up lifts, and soon came to our room. It was a reasonably long and winding trek, but we eventually found our room 656 on the 6th floor. There was a Japanese style wooden screen door, and behind that was a normal hotel door. So we opened the door and we found ourselves in an anteroom. The anteroom had sufficient space for shoes and your luggage. There was a cupboard that had the Japanese style beds that were used to sleep on the tatami mats if one chose to, and the wet areas, which included a couple of toilets, the bathroom and some hand basins. Both the toilets had high-tech toilets as well as separate toilet slippers. I love these high-tech Japanese toilets, although sometimes it felt that you needed a master's degree in engineering to work out how to use them. You had the option to have a heated seat, a water jet, sort of a bidet type thing, where you could wash and clean your private parts, a deodorizer, and some very discreet noise that covered any unpleasant noises that one made in there. Have a listen. That's just unbelievable, the Japanese, that they've thought of everything, haven't they? So that must have been the dry bathroom, the bathroom or the toilet that you use when you're dry. And we go into the wet area. The wet area comprised of 2 sinks, a his and her sink, and a second bathroom with slippers. Now, I've never seen this in a hotel room ever in my life. That must be the bathroom that you use when you're wet, and the other one was a dry one. We actually used it as a his and hers bathroom. This is the shower and bath. The idea, I think, is that you have a shower. There's a stool that you can use and clean yourself before running a bath and jumping inside. The shower was quite good. We didn't use the bath at all. So there was another sliding door, and that opened up into a huge tatami floored room. Very, very large. I think the whole room was around about 60 square meters, which is very, very large for a hotel room, and certainly a Japanese hotel room. There was a low table with some chairs, so you didn't have to sit on the ground if you didn't want to. And there was a cupboard with some additional chairs. Just past the cupboard was a small entertainment unit with a flat screen TV of an adequate size. And there was room partitions that separated the living areas from the bedroom. The bedroom had a cupboard where the kimonos and yakutas were contained. It had tea and coffee making facilities and a bar fridge. There was another air conditioning unit, as well as, in our case, two looks like largish single beds. Very wide windows with fantastic views of the mountain range behind, as well as the town of Unazukionsen and the car park of the hotel. I would have preferred to have a view of the Kurobe River and the Kurobe Gorge, but I was certainly not complaining about the quality, size and appointments in this hotel room at all. The beds were reasonably comfortable on the firmish side, which is how I like it because of ongoing back issues. So this was a Western and Japanese style room. You could move the table out the way, get the futon bedding from the front cupboard, and you could sleep on the tatami mats in this area if you wish to. We didn't do that because there was perfectly comfortable beds available. We had tried the experience in our previous trip in 2017, and we thought once was enough. It was really good. You were able to divide the living areas from the bedroom to suit your mood and privacy needs. So this is a really good feature. As well as having two air conditioning units, the room was very well appointed and super comfortable. And something very interesting about the pillows, the underside of the pillow had 4 strips of what felt like rice under them. I later found out that these were either micro beads or buckwheat seeds, the empty part of the buckwheat. And these are supposed to be really good to sleep on. It did have a comfortable side, and that's the side that I choose to sleep on. I'm in a traditional Japanese hotel room, fully dressed in a very nice yukata. We're about to go to dinner. I hope it'll be as good as all the other meals I've had in Japan so far. Let's go. Kanpai. Well earned beer. So what have you got there? You've got rice and
black curry. This is pumpkin.
Crumbed pumpkin.
Yeah, this is lettuce, potato salad and pumpkin.
Right, and a bit of green stuff
Greens.
There. So I've got some pickles, pork, marinated fish, potatoes, some salads, pickled veggies and marinated mushrooms. And I forget what that was, but I'm pretty sure I can eat it. Let's dig in. Well, I've got round 2, which is mostly sushi, sashimi, sushi, more sushi, and I've got a egg custard with mushrooms and a couple of interesting squid dishes. So I'm going to get stuck into these round one was utterly scrumptious, wasn't it? All right, here we go. Some sort of white fish. Salmon. So trout.
Does it taste like salmon? Does it look like salmon?
It tastes really nice. It's similar. It's like a little bit sort of salty, fishy. It's very, very soft, melts in your mouth. It's like a tiny squid or something.
No?
I could probably leave that. It's a bit fishy and salty. I'm not sure what this is, but I'll give it a go. That's for a raw pickled squid, I think. That's interesting. The other thing I haven't tried is this
That is weird.
it's egg custard with mushrooms.
Weird combination.
It's actually quite nice. It's probably egg with milk, a little bit of salt, and that's it. Quite nice. And to be washed down with one line. Campo. We were a little bit apprehensive about booking this place with half board, but after having had the first dinner and the second dinner on the next night, as well as a couple of fantastic breakfasts, the food I can vouch for was utterly stunning. It was fantastic. Such a wide variety of food and all absolutely fantastic quality. I'd have no hesitation in recommending this Ryokan hotel to anyone at any time. It does predominantly cater for Japanese tastes, but fantastic. I'll take you on a tour of the extensive buffet. There was quite a selection of food, as you'll see. Joe and I wanted to have a bath together in the onsen, so we booked a private onsen. The public onsens are single sex, and this is a view, spectacular views you get from the public onsens, but we wanted to have a private one. Here is what the experience was like. The private onsen is quite spacious. It features 2 rooms. The first room is a change room and a place to store your clothes and towels and whatnot. That is a tatami floor that one is not supposed to get wet. And then there's a sliding door that separates the change room from the wet area. That is the shower. It is common courtesy to thoroughly wash yourself. There's a stool and a handheld shower. You wash yourself, and then once thoroughly clean, you get into the thermal bath fed by hot spring waters. The water was quite warm but very soothing and relaxing. And the cost of this was around 1,650 yen for the both of us, and that allowed us to stay there for 50 minutes. Bookings and key collection is via reception. In terms of intro, the water's beautiful. I do hope you've liked this video review. If so, please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons and that notify bell to be notified of all my future videos. If you'd like to support my travels and this channel, please consider buying me a coffee. You can use the QR code on the screen now. After our bath, we headed off to bed. The Yamanoha Ryokan was absolutely fantastic. The rooms were big and spacious. The food was fantastic. It's a shame that our room wasn't facing the gorge, because that would have been a fantastic view. We did see some mountains and the car park. But all in all, we had an absolutely brilliant time here. And until our next Japanese adventure, bye!